everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I would like to talk to you about differences between a specialty program and an advanced standing program. And I was thinking this video could be helpful to somebody who's either just starting a process and doesn't know what they want to do, or people who don't really know which program is better for them and they can't make a choice. So I was hoping to clarify some differences between advanced standing program and the specialty program, and just help you make a choice that would be the best fit for you. So I divided this video in subcategories. So basically I will highlight a specific characteristic of a program and I will discuss each one specific to those characteristics. So first thing I want to start with is licensure. So licensure is the biggest program with the biggest problem with specialty programs. We would all love to go to a specialty program if we could. Nobody actually wants to go back to school, but the problem with specialty program is that you can only get a license after a specialty program in specific states. If you want to know which exact states that provide licensure for specialty programs, you can go to my video. I will link it down below. I made a whole video about the states that provide licensure for specialists, and it is not a lot. It's only about 12 states that will grant you a license after completing a program like that. So you're limited in your choices of where you can practice and where you can live. That is the biggest problem with the specialty program. When you apply to advanced standing program and complete it, you have no difference with American Dentist. You're free to go to any specialty you would like, and you're free to move to whatever state you want. So that is the biggest draw to advanced standing programs. The next factor I would like to discuss is cost. I will start with advanced standing programs here because cost with advanced standing program is kind of non-negotiable, and that's probably the biggest problem with advanced standing programs because it's a lot. So the cheapest program is $80,000 a year. That is Boston University. That's one of the cheapest programs in the country, and it can go up to $200,000 a year, which was University of Oklahoma. I've been in both ends of the spectrum. So aside of the cost of the program, you will also have to buy your instruments, and you will have to buy your uniforms and all kinds of stuff, and you have to pay for your life. So that is a lot, but the good thing is that you're eligible for a loan. There are always loans that you can get to pay for programs and to finance them. If you're I will talk more about loans in this separate video because that's a specific subject that I can make a separate video about, but that is the point. With specialty programs, there's a little light in the end of the tunnel, because with specialty programs, they are divided in two big groups. So first group is the program that you pay for. You have to pay your tuition like anybody else, like in any school. And the second category is the school pays you. So you're basically start work for them, and they pay your salary. And do not ask me to tell more specifics. I'm not an expert in this subject. That's just kind of what I read and what I heard. Basically, with specialty programs, some specialty programs, not all, allow you to receive a salary. And I don't know exactly if you pay them a tuition and then they return you part of it, or that you don't pay them and they pay you. I'm not quite certain about that. So if you want to know more about it, you definitely should do some more research on that factor. But there is a chance that you will not have to pay for specialty program. You will receive a salary whilst you are working there. If you're applying to a traditional specialty program that you have to pay the tuition like any other school, that would be about $25,000 a year, which is much less than an advanced standing program. The next thing I want to discuss is ease to get in, how easy it is to get in, and this subject take with a grain of salt. So I will explain what I mean by that. Basically, we all know that advanced standing programs are geared towards the foreign trained dentist. So they expect you to be a foreign trained dentist. They pick everybody who is applying is already a foreign trained dentist, so everybody is in the same boat as you. When you're applying to specialty programs, you kind of have to compete with Americans. So there, obviously, the choice could vary. So the Americans would be more familiar to the program. They will have credentials that are more familiar than foreign schools. So the choice could be easily tilted towards Americans in this situation. The big draw to a specialty program is the fact that you do not need to take your boards to apply to a specialty program. So you are not required to take your INBDE to be admitted to a specialty program, but when you would like to go and get your license, you will require the INBDE exam, which is kind of, you will still have to take it, but you don't need to, take it before you apply. So you hopefully will get some knowledge in school and have advantage before taking INBDE. But you will still have to have TOEFL regardless of the program. That is the exam that needed everywhere. You will need your TOEFL. As you know, you apply to advanced standing programs through ASPID, and you apply to specialty program through 2 different application systems. And there, I will start with PASS application system. It's a website. It does not have much difference from ASPID. It looks pretty much the same, so that's easy peasy to deal with. But there's a match application system, and match application system, it kind of works like Tinder. So you have to pick your schools that you like. Those are going to be your first choices, and the schools that you apply to will pick their students who are going to be their top choices. And if you match, you go to the school. So you can see how there can be problems there, because some some specialty programs have only 3 spots, so they will only have 3 students. And even if a program liked you and they would like to take you, you didn't put them as your first choice, even if they would like to take you, you wouldn't go there because you didn't pick them. You would match with them. So you can see how some problems can occur here. So you can kind of judge that just purely by that match system. It's kind of could be more, some say it could be more complicated to get into specialty programs than advanced standing programs. But I want to point out that there's nothing that's guaranteed. I wouldn't say that it would be a good idea to say I will never get into a specialty program because it's really difficult to get in. I would rather go to advanced standing program because I will definitely get in there. There's no guarantee you'll get in anywhere realistically. It's a terrible thing to say, pretty gloomy, but just remember that and apply wide. They're pretty much equal chances of getting into any program. Another thing I want to mention in this category is that when you go to PASS application and you just look at the list of all the specialty programs, you can see there's a ton of them. There's really a lot of specialty programs, much more than there are advanced standing programs. So that kind of can make you think that it's easier to get into them. But when you look at the list of the specialty programs that you can apply to, you can see that most of them are just hospitals or private clinics that offer an accredited specialty program. And for those clinics, it's a very rare chance. It's very little foreign trained dentists who got in there. You have much higher chances of getting into a college or university with a dental school. There's a much higher chance that they will accept a foreign trained dentist and grant a visa. So that kind of narrows all the choices. Even though it looks like there are a lot of them, it will still pretty much the same because you can only apply to dental schools. And you can see that, as I mentioned before, some specialty programs have very limited amount of spaces. Some programs even have 1 or 2, so it's that little. For example, if you live in a city and you just want to get in anywhere in that city because you can't move, you will look at your choices and you look like schools like BU that have 85 people for advanced standing program, or a specialty program in Tufts that only has 9 people, and you have your choice between those 2. So of course it could look like it's easier to get into advanced standing program. So I know I'm kind of rambly and I'm leaning toward one side or a different side, but I just want you to understand that there's no way to tell which program it is easier to get in. There's no such thing. So that is kind of the main takeaway here. Next, I want to talk about length. So length of the program is kind of pretty much the same here, I want to say, but advanced standing program lasts from 2 years to 2.5 years. It's very rare to see advanced standing program that lasts longer than that. So most programs, I would say, last 2 years. When it comes to specialty, they vary greatly. They vary from 1 year to 6 years. I think the longest one is oral maxillofacial surgery that grants an MD degree, and that one lasts 6 years. So you can see here that if you want to graduate quickly, it's probably don't go to surgery. I would say on average, most specialty programs last from 2 to 3 years, which is pretty much the same as an advanced standing program. But I want to mention the 1-year specialty programs such as GPR and AEGD, so Advanced Education in General Dentistry, in General Practice Dentist Residency, General Practice Residency, yes. Do not ask me what the difference is. I think both of them are a waste of time and money. But if you would like to practice in the state of New York, you will have to take a specialty program. It's a requirement for licensure. So those 1-year programs would be really, really helpful because it's just 1 year, it's cheap and it's quick. But if you just want to take 1-year program and be done, you will not be eligible for license without an advanced standing program anywhere pretty much aside of Virginia. Those are not considered specialty, so you will not be able to get a specialty license for them. So Stay away from those. And last but not least is the category that I want to talk to you about, what they teach in advanced standing programs and in the specialty programs. I have a whole video about what they teach in advanced standing program, and I will also link it down below for you to go and watch. And obviously when you're applying to specialty program, it's, well, specialty, so you will have one specific subject that you will be focused on. And when you're applying to advanced standing programs, it's general dentistry. So it's general dental education, you will learn everything. So that, in my opinion, that's better. But don't think that when you're going to specialty program, you will not take exams, you will not take your labs, you will not study subjects just like radiology or something like that. You will still have your midterms and your finals, and frankly, first half a year you will probably just study that. You will probably not even see patients. Most programs start clinics after the first semester, so you will still have to be a student for a little bit. Don't think that you're just jumping into clinics and starting practicing because you go to specialty programs. That is not true. That is a big difference with advanced standing programs. Advanced standing program would also kind of have first half a year that are purely didactic, and then you enter clinic if it's a good school. My school is not a good school, and I am still yet to see a patient, and it's been a year, so don't go to BU, I guess. But in Oklahoma, that was pretty much the same as I guess a specialty program, because the first half of the year was completely didactic. We only did labs and we didn't see patients. And in the summer, so after half a year, you would see patients and you would get 2 years of clinics, which is good. Pretty much like 2.5 years, 2 years in advanced in the specialty program. The last thing that I want to say is that you will have to take a CDCA exam. CDCA exam is basically another board exam. It's a practical board exam that you will need to take to graduate and to receive your license. It's a licensure exam. And in advanced standing programs, they actually teach you and prepare you how to take that licensure exam. In the specialty program, they already assume that you have taken it before you apply to a specialty program. So they will not teach you anything about the CDCA exam. But to receive your license, you'll still have to take that exam. So that's kind of good with advanced standing programs, because you get that education and you get that training, because it's kind of scary. We all remember how we took the boards and how difficult it was for us ourselves to learn all of it without any guidance. So that is never gonna end. Don't think that the board exams are done and never gonna come. Board exams are here to stay, and you'll have to deal with them. And regardless of the program you choose, there will still be exams. And on that gloomy and sad note, I would like to finish my video. That is all I want to say today, and I would like to very politely ask you to subscribe to my channel if you like the information you heard here. If you would like help with your application, you can check out my website. I will link it down below, and you can see how, and let's see how I can help you with that. And I hope you are having yourself a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.